You see a layoff headline. 10 minutes later, you've added $140 to your cart. None of it planned. That's not coincidence. That's doom spending. And 1 in 5 Americans do it regularly. It's not about being bad with money. It's a coping mechanism. When the news feels overwhelming or the future feels uncertain, buying something gives you a small sense of control, even if it's the wrong kind. Here are 10 signs you might be doom spending. Sign 1. Your purchases spike right after bad news. When people feel a loss of control over the big picture, they seek control in small decisions instead. Buying something gives a sense of agency even though it fixes nothing. If you can trace a shopping spree back to a headline, that's the pattern. Try waiting 24 hours before buying. The urge almost always fades. Sign 2. You say treat yourself more than you used to. This phrase has become the internet's built-in permission slip for spending you can't afford, dressed up as self-care. If it's your go-to justification for a purchase, ask yourself honestly, would you still buy it if no one online was normalizing it? Sign 3. The excitement fades fast, but the bill doesn't. Doom spending gives a real dopamine hit, but it's short-lived. Within hours, the anxiety usually returns, except now you also have less money. If buyer's remorse sets in within a day or two, almost every time, that's a strong signal. Your spending is emotional, not intentional. Sign 4. You're panic buying essentials, not just doom buying extras. Stocking up on groceries or household goods out of fear that prices will spike is still anxiety-driven spending, just wearing a different outfit. If you're buying more of something than you'll actually use, purely out of fear, that's the same root cause. Sign 5. Your credit utilization has crept up for no clear reason. This rarely shows up as one big purchase. It's a $30 order here, a $60 order there. People have watched their scores drop over 100 points this way. If you haven't checked your utilization lately, this is your sign to actually look. Sign 6. You're more likely to spend late at night while scrolling. Doom spending clusters around consuming anxiety-inducing content, tired, distracted, feed full of ads and hauls. If most of your unplanned spending happens during one specific window, that's not a personality flaw. That's a trigger you can actually interrupt. Sign 7. You can't clearly explain why you bought something. Intentional spending has a reason you can state simply. But if your honest answer for a recent buy is, I don't know, I just felt like it, that vague justification is itself the signal. The real reason is the feeling, not the item. Sign 8. You're drawn to the economy is fake anyway content. It's an understandable reaction to real financial pressure, but it's also exactly the mindset that makes doom spending feel justified instead of risky. If that kind of financial nihilism resonates a little too much, that's worth noticing. Sign 9. You keep restarting the same savings goal. Doom spending doesn't kill your motivation to save, it just keeps interrupting it. If you've restarted the same goal more than once this year, that's the cycle actively working against you. Sign 10. Opening your bank app makes you flinch. That discomfort is information. Tracking creates the pause that interrupts the cycle. Avoiding that awareness is often doom spending protecting itself. None of this means you're bad with money. It means you're human, coping with real financial pressure. The fix is interrupting the trigger, not the guilt. Subscribe for more on what's driving how Americans actually spend.